Yo, it's Leech. Let's get straight to it. We got one reason for optimism for every AFC North team entering the 2026 season. Let's get right into it.
Oh, that was beautiful, Tommy.
For optimism. Thank you. I'm just trying to.
Obviously, my Bengals are gonna be the AFC North champs in 2026, bro. I mean, Cleveland, they gonna be,
and then the one,
they gonna be aight.
Steelers last year. So if we're talking
maybe an 8-win team. Pittsburgh, 8 or 9-win team in my opinion. Ravens are probably the only comp. Like I said, that's just my opinion.
We've gotten to a point, guys.
And usually my opinions are correct.
Anytime we talk about the Cleveland Browns and Emory Hunt is on, I have to start.
One reason for optimism. We're starting with the Browns, bro. There's no optimism.
Reason to be optimistic about the Browns here, Emory.
Andrew Berry. I mean, listen, guys. I will say
Andrew
this. You guys
Berry?
know this for sure. I'm not just a pretty face.
This is the sad shit about the Browns. The only optimism, Emery could come up with is their GM, Andrew Berry. That's the only bright spot, man. Andrew Berry is a great GM. He really is. Besides when he gave Flacco to my Bengals, though. I know y'all Browns fans don't pissed about that. But seriously, bro, Andrew Berry, that's it?
Actually good at this draft evaluation business.
What?
Because if you look at the last two drafts, what they've done, they've drafted my #1 quarterback, inside linebacker,
I can just laugh at the Browns.
Defensive tackle Mason Graham, and my #2 two-time flankers in terms of Isaiah Bond.
But my thing is, like, how do you know these guys are gonna be
So
good though?
they
Like
drafted
Casey,
really well.
he's gonna college. Denzel's
shows
gonna college.
you what happens when you give Andrew
number
Berry
really,
control of the draft, because
he did really nail the 2026 draft. I'll give it to him. I ain't gonna hate.
Down the stretch,
the Bengals had a better draft.
Shedeur Sanders started, and also is why you're excited about them coming into this season, because not only have they drafted well the last 2 years, but they've acquired very solid free agents and made some savvy moves in terms of
but they do this every year, bro.
Andrew Berry right now,
like their roster actually looks good, but when they go play, they look like
deferring to you
look like
on
shit.
all that, and I co-sign it as well, because that's kind of where I'm going. The fact that they've been able to draft so well and build a young core over these last couple of drafts is really what should
build a strong young core.
There's still questions about what's going to happen at quarterback. Is it Deshaun Watson? Is it going to be Shedeur Sanders?
QB
but everything
through the NFL
outside
draft.
Let's just put that on the shelf for a second. Everything outside,
like they're
tired.
I mean, this is valid. I mean, yeah,
great job.
They're building a young core.
Just look at what they did.
I mean, I guess
last
give the
NFL
Browns
draft.
time, but
Marcus
like
Wesson,
we've always said this.
Rookie of the year. Harold Fannin, the reason basically
just
why
give the Browns
they let
time,
Jaden
but like
Njoku go, because he's
their
going to
team
be
is really
their
young,
*1
so
tight
I
end.
mean it
Big
makes a
Sean
lot of
Jenkins,
sense.
Dylan Sampson,
This is a
1-2
valid
out of
take.
the backfield. Mason
Same with
Greenwood
the
they
Andrew
drafted
Berry,
in the
but I
first
just think
round.
that
There's
shit's
just a lot
sad
to
that
like from
you
that rookie class.
gotta say a
And
GM
now you look
instead
at
of
this one, and
anything
you
on
were
your
singing their
team.
praises a little bit earlier. They really feel like they did hit it out of the park in the 2026 NFL draft as well, bringing in a couple of wide receivers, help along the offensive line. You pair that with Jared Verse now, who's a young player to pair with all of them.
Yeah,
to me, it's just, it
I
does
didn't
feel
forget,
like an
but
exciting young core finally.
Yeah,
in
Myles
Cleveland.
Garrett
Of
is a
course,
Ram
We're
now.
always going to look at what happens at quarterback to determine the success of this franchise.
But yeah, we'll
But
see.
everything around
They
that
definitely
right
got
now
a young
really
core to
does
work
feel
with.
like the arrow's pointing.
But like I said, they're not gonna compete,
Sully, I'm glad
in
you
the
brought up
coming
the
years,
term
bro. Like they're
cosigns,
just gonna
if
be.
we go to the Bengals, both you and Emery.
Yes, sir.
A car. I don't know if you guys.
Let me hear it, Emery. Let me hear it.
Cosign
Let me hear it.
when it
Who
comes to
that?
Cincinnati, Sully.
Yeah, to me, that is the biggest issue for them. Of course, we all look at Joe Burrow and the health of
They
him
bolstered
and
their
what that's going to
defense,
look like in 2026. And
this
what that could
offseason in
determine
meaningful ways,
the
yes, sir.
2026 season. But I
We'll
kind
pause
of
it real quick. I don't like to pause. I won't pause for that long. But we gonna have a top 15 unit this upcoming season. You can mark my fucking words. You can screen record this. You can do whatever you want with this clip right here. Because I'm telling you, Cook finna cook, man. Him in battle, back into the defense, bro. I like it. Obviously, I would like for us to add, Bobby Wagner's still out there. I've been here. We might get Debo Samuel, but that's the offense. We're talking about defense. I mean, we got Shamor Stewart coming into year 2. We got Cassius Howe. Dude's full of juice, bro. Boye Mafi, Shamor Stewart already said. Dexter Lawrence. You got DJ Turner. You got that. Like, bro, this defense, it's finna be fucking scary, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, it's finna be scary.
Put that off to the side because you had Joe Flacco last year, and it's not like he was bad. He was
No, he
scoring
wasn't bad. It was
you
the
were still
defense.
losing
He
games.
gave up
Why?
30 a
Because
game.
the defense
Like,
was not helping you.
it was a really
whatsoever.
frustrating season
And
last
I look
year,
at
but
that, the fact that they put
it's gonna be a better
meaningful
season this year.
resources to help
Yeah,
fix
Jonathan
this
Allen,
defense,
my bad.
finally
Kyle
gives them a
Duggar, too,
puncher's
in case
chance in the
Cooker
AFC North,
Battle gets
gives them
hurt.
a
Like,
puncher's
that's good
chance
depth.
in the AFC, provided
Depth.
that everybody stays healthy.
Oh, no,
Dexter
I probably said
Lawrence
it
in the
wrong.
middle of that defense
Depth.
to go with Jonathan Allen, that is a good one too. Boye Mafe to help fix the edge with.
That's what I'm saying. And
absence
we
of
still,
Trey Hendrickson.
yo, we still got
That's
fucking
bringing
BJ
Brandon
Hill
Cook
too.
and Kyle
Like,
Duggar
our
stadium
defensive
spot.
line
It
is
just feels like you
stacked,
actually
bro.
have
Stop
players
playing
now
with
to
Cincy.
help you fix a defense that was 30th in the NFL in points per game allowed. 31st in the NFL.
That's what I'm
in yards
saying,
per
like,
game allowed. Dead last
we had
in
two
yards
rookie
per play
linebackers,
allowed. Like,
too, last
it was
year,
not
like-
just bad; it was arguably the worst in the NFL. So the fact that you did that,
And they're going into year two. I expect Barrett Carter and Demetrius Knight to be better.
Yeah, in this division, you got to stop the run of the Baltimore Ravens. You have to stop the run of the Cleveland Browns, and Pittsburgh can line up there and run the football.
Yeah, Pittsburgh
as
likes to
well,
run it
now
too.
that they got Rico Dowdle, but when you look at what they did on the
Defense
defensive
looks
line,
like
Dexter
2021 and
Lawrence, BJ
2022.
Hill,
You the fucking man, Emery. You know that, Emery? You the man, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell these people, bro. This defense is finna be a top 15 unit, man. I mean, they got an elite safety and free agency, Cook. We still got Burrow, Chase, Higgins, offense still finna cook. Don't tell me about the O-line. The O-line is not the problem no more, bro. The O-line has been really solid the last couple years, man. So yeah, I like this take from Emery. I really like it.
And also what they bring in Jonathan Allen, man, that's going to be tough to run the ball against. And usually when we're talking about
that's
the
what I'm
Bengals
saying. And we
defense
got
and
juice off the
rookies,
edges.
you're
We got
talking about
Cassius
guys that
Howell.
need to make
You got
immediate
Shamar
impacts
Stewart.
right
You got
now.
Boye
But
Mafe.
you
You
look
got
at the guys
Miles
they drafted,
Murphy.
Cassius Howell is going to be a good rotational
You know what
piece.
I'm saying?
Terrell Davis, the outstanding defensive back, rotational player. Even Landon Robinson, one of my favorite players in the draft class.
Yeah, Landon Robinson, too, the rookie DT out of Navy.
He's going to be.
But the only thing is, I would just like them to sign a linebacker before this, we go into like training camp or like the
defensive
preseason.
players. They're
Something
going
like
to end
that.
up being helpful
that's gonna start
rotational
soon.
guys. That's how you build depth. That's how you keep this defense looking like it
And
looked
I
in
like
2021 and also
the one we got the
2022.
safety room. We
It's
got
funny, I know we're
Duggar.
focusing on the AFC North,
solid.
but two of the
Then you
worst
got Battle and
defenses
obviously
last
Cook.
year, Cincy and Dallas, did get better seemingly in the offseason. Room to be optimistic for both sides. But if we get back to the division, talk about the Steelers here. Emery, I'm going to give you first word because you've given
Talk
us like
about the
value added.
Steelers.
You've
How
given
they
us
gonna
like
win
a
8
3-for-1
games,
when it
man?
comes to being
All right, let's hear it.
optimistic about this Pittsburgh team.
Yeah, they got better in all three aspects of their football team: offense, defense, and special teams.
They got
Offensively
significantly,
speaking, you think about Jeremy Bernard.
better
You think
in
about,
all three
Yeah, that's a
phases.
rookie out of Alabama, Mr. Third Down himself. You also bring in Michael
agree
Pittman.
with it. I agree
Rico
with it.
Dowdle was a fantastic running back.
I tell you what, Henry's got some good takes, bro. I tell you what, this dude know ball.
And then you look at defense. I love the fact they went out and got Jaquan Brisker and Jamel Dean. Also
Yeah,
Darnell
Brisker's an
Savage.
underrated
and then
signing.
on special teams, I
Yeah,
think this
Dean,
guy's
but
gonna
can't
make
stay
all
healthy,
rookie
though.
teams as
He's
a
like
returner.
a-
That's Caden Weegan.
It's like
We saw
if you,
him a
like,
lot here
touch
at
him, he gets
CBS,
hurt, so, like,
returning kicks up
we'll
and
have to
down the
see.
field for
But
Iowa.
he
I
is a
think
really
he's
good
gonna do
corner.
that for Pittsburgh.
But
Doesn't even have to change
obviously
the
not
color
good
scheme because
enough
it's
to
the same
guard Jamar
scheme
Chase
out there in
or
Pittsburgh.
T.
But he
Higgins.
is so dynamic with the football in the Saints. I would even talk
That's
about
the thing.
Eli
Like, bro, I'm
Heidman
gonna pause it
right
one more time, bro. Maybe another time. If I do, I'm sorry. But I'm just like, guys, like, I'm just not fucking scared of these teams in the AFC North. Like, I don't know if I'm like being bold or I'm just like, it's just like, bro, no one is stopping Joe Burrow. I don't care who's on your defense. I do not care. And we got Chase Brown, an athletic back.
I just look at Pittsburgh that has gotten better in all three aspects. That's going to be a problem. for
I'm just not
everybody they
scared.
face
I mean,
this
yeah,
season,
Pittsburgh's a
Tyler.
really solid team.
Yeah, and I'm looking at one specific aspect where they got better, and it's that secondary option at wide receiver. You had
They have a
DK
number
Metcalf
2
last year,
option
and
at
let's
wide
just go
receiver
back
and Michael
even
Pittman
further. When they
Jr., bro.
acquired DK
Alright,
Metcalf,
yeah. Tyler, man, you know, I get where you're coming from, but Michael Pittman is ass. Same with DK Metcalf, bro. Like, I like how Pittsburgh's trying to get, just trying to get big dudes in the like, dude.
It was like, finally, okay, they have a number 2 option.
But that ain't gonna
in
do
their
nothing. You
passing
still gonna
attack,
get
and then
locked
they
up
trade
by
George
DJ
Pickens to
Turner. You
Dallas,
still
and
gonna
right
get
back
locked up by
looking
Dax
for a
Hill.
secondary option at receiver. Weren't able to
I
find
mean-
it last year, and it really showed. DK Metcalf had 850 yards receiving. Not great, but it was by far the most on the team.
I don't know.
The rest
Like,
of the team
this Michael
had
Pittman and DK
866
Metcalf
receiving
dude
yards
does
for
not
the
scare
entire
me, dog.
season. You're talking about someone who basically did
I mean, it
half
does not
of
scare
your
me
receiving
one bit.
production. Now you bring in Michael Pittman.
Now we're
who
talking
has the
about
6th most receptions in the NFL over the last 4 years.
Young into his career, Michael Pittman. Yeah, he was a dog, but he's kind of fell off, bro. Like, he really has.
If you just had one guy, it's really easy to slow down.
DK Metcalf's just
now that you have two, it makes
big
things
old
a little bit
crybaby
more
bitch,
difficult.
bro.
I do think that they both complement each other pretty well. So the addition of Michael Pittman should.
And the funny thing is about the
Crazy to
Steelers
think that-
is they could have had DK and George Pickens, but they traded George Pickens because of his issues. But DK Metcalf is legit a bigger problem than George Pickens, bro. George Pickens does not have issues, man. Like, he was just fed up with
Turnover
the Steelers.
at head coach finally with Pittsburgh, with Mike McCarthy.
You
and
know,
Mike
whatever,
Tomlin.
dog.
If we get to the Ravens, John
I mean,
Harbaugh
no
for
one
so
is
many
scared of
years,
Michael
Jesse Minter
Pittman
coming back.
and
you guys are
DK
basically on the
Metcalf.
same side of things too. But Sully,
All right,
if I
now
give you
on
first
to the
word here,
Ravens.
In an
Let's hear
alternate universe, there was reason to be optimism for Max Crosby with the Ravens. But in our universe here, it's another pass rusher, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's a bizarre world because it's Trey Hendrickson, a guy who's tormented them in this division with the Cincinnati Bengals. Now
rival Trey Hendrickson should
I do think that this
enhance
is a
pass
player now
rush.
that really is when you
All right,
pair
Tyler. I don't know if you didn't get enough sleep before you came to work today, bro. But you know what I mean, bro? Like, you gotta understand, Trey Hendrickson's coming off an injury from last year. And he really didn't play all that good last year, even when he was healthy before he got hurt. So, and you gotta think, Burrow, Chase Higgins, when Trey went to Ravens, like, alright, cool. We is not scared of Trey Hendrickson. He is not finna enhance their pass rush, bro. He'll be lucky to get over 8 sacks. Like I said, you can clip this, screaming quarter, whatever, bro. No one is scared of Trey Hendrickson, bro. I love Trey Hendrickson. I love everything he did for my Cincinnati Bengals. One of our, I would say, best free agent signings of all time, bro. But for you to be a little bitch like this and go to the Ravens, like, I can't really respect you, dog.
him with Jesse Minter as a defensive-minded head coach.
Like I said, no one is scared of Trey Hendrickson. He's coming off an injury, bro. If he was coming off a season where he had 12 sacks, yeah, I'd be a little bit terrified. But he's not. So, obviously, he was a sack king, a couple seasons ago?
Shaking, facing this defense. And it just wasn't the case last season. So you bring in Trey Hendrickson now to help solidify that.
I don't know. And I'm sure it's not scared of that secondary and Nate Wiggins, bro. He's too worried about, what color mouthpiece he's going to wear for each game on Sunday or Thursday or Monday. But yeah, we're not scared of that secondary either, bro. No, we got a secondary, just like Pittsburgh. We got a secondary, just like Cleveland. We got a secondary. We is not scared.
That you fear defensively.
We got Uno. We got a team.
And then you also bring back Anthony Weaver, who will help out with that defensive line as a defensive
Emory
coordinator.
edge rushers, like, dog, stop it, bro. Yeah, I get they got Mike Green. They drafted Zion Young, the crash out of Minnesota. Yeah, they got Trey Hendrickson now, but I am not scared, bro. I'm not.
Trey Hendrickson, man, let's look at Tavius Robinson. Every year he's been with the Ravens, his sack number has increased. 1 his first year, 3.5 the year before, and 4.5.
I'm just not scared of Baltimore, bro. I'm not scared of them edge rushers.
As an edge rusher, he had 3.5 sacks.
Sure as hell not scared of that offense. What is the wide receiver one still Zay Flowers, bro?
He's solid versus
this
the
dude
run.
just spins around. That's all he does.
Pass rushers coming out of Missouri.
When he's wide open, he can't catch the ball.
Up the edge, they now look threatening on the edge, which
I don't know, like,
get the ball back for Lamar.
Like, I'm just so confident this season,
appreciate
man.
the dip from Tyler Sullivan and Emory Hunt. Guys, certainly appreciate it.
That's gonna do it, though. One reason for optimism for every AFC North team going into 2026. Let me know in the comment section down below. Who do you got winning the AFC North? Who do you got in the playoffs? Who do you got being last? Who do you got being first? I would love to know. But like I said, bro, I'm not scared. The only team that's really going to give us comp is going to be the Ravens, obviously. Pittsburgh will be third. Cleveland will be fourth, bro. Call it as is. But yeah, make sure y'all hit that sub button so them know these all be much appreciated. I love y'all. Peace.